My name's Tracy Kovalchik. I live in Davidson Run, and I've lived in Hilliard since 2007. When my husband and I got married, we chose Hilliard because of the great schools. That was our number one reason. I have 3 children. I first heard about the Vision Project when my neighbors who live on the cul-de-sacs that are over next to the field where they're going to be building received letters from the developer. It was really upsetting for a lot of folks because they were told that that land would be commercial, and they had expectations that it would stay the same as what's on Truman today. Medical buildings, office buildings, and they were okay with that when they moved in. At the city council meeting, we had over 200 people there. I had the news stations. Everybody got up and spoke, and at the very end, when we were finished, they'd heard what everybody had to say, and they just said, "We're gonna pass by emergency vote the rezoning request by Vision Development." I kind of felt like, what just happened? We just sat here for 4 hours and it was completely ignored. There was no, let's take this back to the table, let's talk about it a little more. People were angry, upset. It felt like we were being ignored. And, we'll listen to you, we'll listen to you, we'll listen to you, but that's really all we're gonna do. We're not going to do anything about it. It was extremely disappointing to know that we're done. I'm still involved because I know that there are still a lot of other residential plans for the city right now. And so a lot of the other developments are facing some of the same things that we did. And I don't feel like this should happen to somebody else. If they didn't have the right to pass an emergency vote, then we might be in a different spot right now. There's a 30-day waiting period today on rezonings. So with issue 9, we're asking that an additional 30 days be added onto that for a total of 60 days. It would also take away that emergency vote, their ability to do that on rezonings. I have no issue with homes or apartments. I don't think anybody does. It's really about if we can support it, meaning the roadways and the schools, meaning the extra kids. So I'm very invested in making sure that my kids, get a good education, and it concerns me that we're going to be adding all this residential development with adding all these additional kids and not having the tax dollars to fund it. In Worthington, they passed a similar issue, and they've been very successful. Nothing stopped in Worthington. They're still building, there's still commercial development. There's nothing in the charter changes for issue 9 about commercial development, period. It's all about residential development and how we handle the tax dollars that are funneled from that development, as well as the emergency vote on rezonings. The experience that we had in our neighborhood here with Vision Development, I don't want to see it happen to other people. And so that's why I'm so invested in issue 9, that I want people to be able to have a say and for the city to actually listen. Because if they get to this point and the issue 9 doesn't pass, then the same thing will likely happen to them. On March 15th, vote yes on issue 9.